Hello everyone, Scott Hendrickson. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get real-time spectral monitoring from Mind Workstation or any sound device, sound program on your computer. First of all, you need to have a driver or an equivalent piece of software, virtual audio cable is one, that supports real-time routing and monitoring through a sound card. So stereo mix is the most common type. A lot of laptops have these Realtek high definition audio cards in them. And if you don't see this device, which I didn't when I first got the laptop, then you'll need to right click in the recording tab of the sound control panel and choose show disabled devices. And when you do that, then you'll be able to see it and enable it. But you want to have stereo mix or an equivalent. As I mentioned, there's a piece of software called virtual audio cable that costs a little bit of money that does the same thing. I also use this Loop B audio for certain things. And that's a paid piece of software. And I'll demonstrate in later videos how to use that for some cool stuff. But stereo mix or the equivalent is what you need, because you need to be able to route audio between applications and record them. So, having set that up, the spectral analysis software that I use, got a nice free version, and it's called Visual Analyzer, right? And it is available here at seleniumsoft.org. All right, so seleniumsoft.org. You'll need to just search for Visual Analyzer, and you'll find it. Tor Vergata, and it is a super nice piece of software. There's a free version and a paid version, I believe. You can buy or donate. So after you've downloaded that, there's a 32-bit version and a 64-bit version. I'm using the 32-bit just as a default. I could use the 64-bit, I suppose, on this system. But what you want to do is you want to open Settings, and you want to go to Device, and you want to choose your input device. And in my case, it's going to be the Realtek stereo mix right there. Hit OK. Turn it on. All right, and that's all you really have to do the routing. Your recording devices control panel is sending it there, and then this is picking up the device. So let's go to Mind Workstation, and here I have a simple binaural beat track with a 10 Hertz entrainment track. So we have a 10 Hertz binaural beat. Okay, so when I go over to the Visual Analyzer, I see it. Now, these are the channels here at the bottom, so I'm only looking at one channel right now. But you can see it's a sine wave, and then it has a frequency of 280 really as the composite. It's actually 285, as we'll see. Now when I go in and choose A and B, I can see both of those. Now I can of course change the resolution of this to get a more detailed measurement. You can do that down here. Instead of having automatic, I could just go to say 400, right, as the upper range. Or I could try to center it in the window and put around, let's say, 1600 or so. All right, so that gives me a little bit more resolution. I could change the lower to let's say 200. Then I could get this to, let's say, 500. Now I can see the separation a lot better. So there's the edge of it. The middle is 280 and showing each side. All right. So what's really nice about this is that I can have a frequency meter as well. That's actually measuring the frequency. Now the default resolution is 10 Hertz. So we need better resolution than that. So let's drop just below 1 hertz to 0.63 hertz. Now this is showing the green channel, which is channel A, right here, as 285, and then it's showing channel B as 275. So there's my split between the two. So if I view them both together, just it picks up the channel A. But there's my midpoint, and then here on each end in the middle. And this is at 10 hertz resolution. I can change that. It's picking up and measuring the binaural beat. So that's pretty useful. And there's a lot of ways that you can use this in conjunction with Mind Workstation. In some of my other videos, I've shown it in use, and I'll continue to do so. But I never really showed how to set it up. All you really need to do to set it up, recap, is have your stereo mix or an equivalent virtual audio cable or similar. And then when you open the visual analyzer under settings, choose that device. And that's pretty much it. So I've had to do a little bit more complicated routing because I'm recording mic audio at the same time, but it all works, and that's cool. So there you go. That's how to have a spectral analysis, a real-time spectral analysis, to look at your Mind Workstation sessions and other audio of interest. Take care.